I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
The game makers aren't suing anyone. So literally, this is what I'm seeing, okay? That's what comes up. I'm scrolling down. My videos do not show up at all. Literally, my video of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is not in the YouTube search. I'm looking right now. I'm scrolling down. It's not there. It just doesn't exist. Yeah, it's not there. So now, if I get more specific, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, DSP. Now, my Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough finally pops up. And it says Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough part 1, 3.2 million views. So my playthrough actually has more views than the ones that are recent, but it doesn't show up in YouTube search. They removed it. I'm telling you, what they did is at one point, they changed the algorithm on YouTube, and the algorithm kicked all of my old videos out of YouTube's algorithm. It just doesn't exist anymore. Like they don't get any views. That video used to be the number one. When you search Spider-Man on YouTube, that would be right there. So everyone would go watch the playthrough and be like, oh my God, this is funny. And then I get a lot of views based off of it. Every year, I'm not kidding, I would get hundreds of thousands to millions of views based on that video because people would see it and then look at related content. But now, when they changed that algorithm years ago, it completely screwed over my channel and all of the legacy content. The old videos do not show up in search unless you search for DSP. Like here's another one. Resident Evil 5. What was the DLC? Lost in Nightmares. Okay. Resident Evil 5 DLC, Lost in Nightmares. What shows up? Well, someone doing a playthrough 9 years ago, live streamed. Someone doing a playthrough 9 years ago. Okay. All 9 years, 1 year. Not me, not mine. Dude, I'm not even kidding you. Someone with 1,000 views shows up in the search. Okay. 48,000 views. It's all stuff from a million years ago. Okay. But not mine. No, mine doesn't show up at all. Now, if I type in Lost in Nightmares DSP, it still doesn't show up. Holy shit. It still doesn't show up. Wow. How do I get my Lost in Nightmares to show up? Because even typing in DSP, it's not showing up. That's crazy. Okay, I had to type in DSP Gaming. All right. I had to type in Resident Evil 5, DLC, Lost in Nightmares, DSP Gaming. Not even DSP, DSP Gaming. And then finally, the video showed up from 15 years ago, 1.5 million views. In reality, my playthrough of Lost in Nightmares, that DLC, that's the most viewed playthrough of the game and that DLC. The first part has 1.5 million views. No other videos even have 1 million views. But guess what? My playthrough doesn't show up in YouTube search. It's gone. It's been erased. It's there. You could still find it, but you have to search hard. Like I said, what happened was YouTube took legacy content and they changed the algorithm at one point, and it kicked all my legacy content out of the algorithm so no one can find it. So all the way, I used to get all these residual views. I get no views on my old content anymore. Zero, like 0 views. I'm not kidding. I used to get 30 to 50,000 views a month on that Spider-Man video. I receive 0 views on that Spider-Man video now because it doesn't show up. So there's nothing I can do about it. YouTube changed the system and fucked over my channels because they just decided to do so. They thought, oh, this is better for our business overall. So all the modern channels get the views now and the old channels don't get views anymore. Apparently there is a way to do something, because I know for a fact the Angry Video Game Nerd, at one point, he went in and he edited all his videos. I think what he did is he went in, you know how there's the YouTube video editor? He had his company Screenwave go into his channel and edit his videos in a way that then they look like new videos again, even though they're not. It'll say like, oh, it's from 15 years ago, but the video has tons of views, but yet it still shows up in the algorithm. I think there's something you can do with that, but I don't know what it is. And by the way, no one's going to tell you how to do it because no one wants to give out their secret. They want their shit to get ranked and to get views and not yours. So here I am, worked my ass off for 18 years, pumping out videos. They used to get millions of views. Now the old videos don't even show up in the search anymore. And now all my old content is immediately stolen by detractors and uploaded before I can even get my shit uploaded. So I don't even get views on my own original content because they steal it immediately. So I'm just happy to be someone who's so well supported by you guys on streams, because if it weren't for you, I'd be out of business. But between the theft and the changes on YouTube, there's no way that I can make a living doing this if it weren't for you guys. I hope you understand that. Beaver Bother is back. Tipped $1.50. He says, I finished DK yesterday. The end game is worth the investment. Have a good stream. Someone says a big part of the reason your old content doesn't get views or get in search results anymore is length. Your YouTube goes by watch time now, not views. Most of your old content is 15 minutes or less per video. And think about how dumb that is. So you're going to tell me because a video is short, it has no quality whatsoever and should never get ranked in YouTube search. What? Of course not. But that's the problem. YouTube changed their algorithm. Back in the day, none of that mattered. As long as your video had views and was popular and had engagement, boom, the video would go in search. Now, all these weird factors have completely phased out legacy content from views. Why? The video is not worse today than it was back then. In fact, it's still just as entertaining, but YouTube has hidden the video because they decided on a whim one day, we want longer videos to get better rankings. It's completely fucked. It completely screws over entire businesses from the past. It's fucking immoral and unprofessional. And by the way, they didn't disclose when they did the change either. They just did it overnight, and all of a sudden views went, woo, on legacy content. It was pretty fucked up. So, yeah, it's bullshit. Why on earth can't anyone find my stuff? Again, no lie. That Spider-Man video, Shattered Dimensions Part 1, used to receive between 30 to 50,000 views a month alone. Just that video, because it was the top thing for Spider-Man. If you searched on YouTube, that was like the top 3 videos. I was in there. And then all of a sudden, overnight, they changed the algorithm. Doesn't show up in search at all. 0 views a month. There goes all my traffic. And that was one of the major reasons why my channel had a big decline at one point. Pretty fucked up. Okay. Geez, people don't want to stop contributing. I had another $1 tip. Yes, Shinken25. I am very, very nervous about the Africanized killer bees coming into Washington State. Absolutely, I am. Thanks a lot. Okay. Thank you all for your support this morning.